Hello guys, it's Spin here and welcome to a new league racing video on my channel. The first for the channel, but I think you guys will enjoy it and I'll enjoy making it as well as long as it goes all well. So this season is a bit different. It's a realistic performance league, so that means we're trying to make it feel a bit closer because last season it did get a bit predictable with me and Shimon getting 1-2 almost every race, departing in any mishaps. So we've decided to make it feel closer. I am teammates with Shimon this time and the Williams in the worst car, but I still think even though I've made a much worse car, I still think we can make good points as a team and hopefully maybe, if things go well, challenge for the championship in this short season. The whole grid is there on screen, and you can have a read to see which team. But without further ado, let's move on to qualifying for the first race at the Chinese Grand Prix. As you can see now in qualifying, it is a wet race, and also qualifying as well for the start session. Not something I really wanted in the Williams, but we have to face what we're with, and we'll go into the first qualifying lap now. Coming towards the end of the qualifying lap, I felt like the lap was pretty good, considering I didn't do any wet practice for the session, but there was definitely loads of time to find, but it wasn't really on my mind, because it's going to get dry later on in the session, so wasn't too bad. Didn't get the best exit out the final corner. We come across the line set at 45.6, which isn't too bad in the grand scheme of things, but I thought I was going to get beaten, but it wasn't, so I was on pole for intermediate runs, but it does get dry later on in the session.
Yes! Good luck. Shit.
As you can hear, Skullkiller very happy with his provisional pole position of 31.7, but I still feel like I can beat it, as I was the last car across the line with 2 seconds left and the track will be at its fastest, so I feel like I still have a good chance of pole position. Going to the hairpin, I do run a bit deep, but it's not yet any well, as I get a good exit. I'm about to go for a final corner. Will I beat 31.7 to get pole position for the Chinese Grand Prix in the first race of the season? A good exit out of the final corner there as I open up to the line, and it's P3. Not a bad qualifying. I didn't expect that at the start of the session, so certainly take it. And considering my teammates down the P12, although he did set his lap on mediums, not sure what his thinking was there. I'm not in communication with him, but maybe he thought the track wouldn't dry out on time for the sauce to work. And here is the restart. Unfortunately, the clip is quite short, so sorry about that. But you know, I got a bad start, losing 2 positions off the turf the first couple corners, and I did manage to get Community back on the inside, so I didn't lose 3, but still not the best start. And now I'll just have to sit in the train, sit behind, although I feel like I do have more pace. Skipping on to lap 3, we'll see in a minute that the Haas car and the Renault car, former Kitten and Afra Ninja, make contact, which leaves the Renault driver to get front wing damage. I did say in the stream that Afra Ninja had damage, but maybe I don't think he did because his pace wasn't too bad. But we'll see in a minute. Former Kitten runs wide at the final corner, which gives me an opportunity to use Rich Mitch and overtake and get past, as I feel like if I stop behind him, I'll lose so much time. So that's a crucial move. I'm up into 4th place, so position gained, and got to try and catch up to the next couple of cars before the pit stop window. And now coming into the pits for the intermediate tyres, I felt like the optimum lap would have been lap before, which my teammate Shimon did, as he gained 2-3 positions in the pit stop window. So I think coming lap before that actually helped me gain the position on McLaren, but still on the right tyres now and didn't lose too much time in the pits. So now we've just got to chase after the McLaren.
I really needing to make a mistake, I think.
And seemingly perfect timing, a couple corners later on the same lap, still Curtin in the McLaren does make a mistake, getting on the inside curb of the long right-hander, a corner I was struggling with all in practice and in the race. I don't know how to improve. Like, I literally lost time to every driver I was going against. But however, still Curtin gets the inside curb, spins round, and then puts me in 2nd place, and hopefully I can catch after the leader, Skullkiller, 10-1014, and can challenge for the win. Moving on to the end of lap 16, I did manage to halve the gap between me and the Red Bull in front. However, I do get a bit of luck. As you see into the final corner, Skullkiller makes a mistake, which means I'm able to overtake him and take the lead and get the lead for the pit stop window onto the dry tyres as the track is drying up very quickly. And as you can see, I'm coming into the pits for the dry tyres, and we'll see in a second, this absolutely catastrophic mistake on my end. and we pitted far too early. 2 laps, maybe only 1 lap too early, but it really cost me the race, and also Skullkiller as well, because I wasn't a part of it and I told him to do the same strategy as me. But you're about to see why it really went wrong.
Fuck. Bottled the race.
No, you haven't.
I've only got any on Luigi's captain.
Oh no, we proper messed up here.
Yeah, Dom's gonna win. Dom will
Oh fuck.
After a pretty shocking outlap on the dry tyres from me, we'll see my teammate's point of view, Shimon, come into the pits a lap later, and we'll see if he's undercut me. Bear in mind the gap was 7.5 seconds. I didn't think at the time he'd gain that much, even though I was losing time, but we'll now see. That's a pretty decent stop. Reasonable. He comes out of the pits. I'm still halfway down the straight. So he's gained about 8-9 seconds, just going a lap later and not getting strategy wrong. Moving on to that 21. I did feel like I had more pace than Shimon in the dries. He may disagree, but I think I was saving fuel in the IRS to have a go at him at the end. That was the plan. However, we'll see former Kitten making a comeback from his earlier wing damage. He is on the soft tyres with a 5-second penalty, so I just had to let him go. And he's not really a factor in this race to me at the moment, and I don't lose time battling him, as I want to try and beat my teammate at the end of the race. But yes, going okay. On the very next lap, we'll see a span in the work comes out as the safety car comes out. So it's a big decision to be made. Do you put onto softs and go for a late dash at the end, or do you stay out of mediums and just try and hold the soft runners off? I decided to do what my teammate did. In hindsight, I probably should have taken the risk compared, and as you see, Shimon stays out, so do I. I should have pitted onto softs, as the McLaren of Steel Curtain and the Haas car of Afro Ninja came into the pits for softs. As we skip on to the final 2 laps after the safety car restart, I was trying to get past Shimon, but I couldn't because the pressure from the softwares made me have to use my ARS and defend from them. And you just saw the pure grip of the softs, even though it's on the second to last lap, just still cutting, breeze past the inside of me, and nothing I could really do. And I made another mistake, using all my ARS in the back straight and trying to attack him again. I should have just stayed behind him and let him attack Dom and try and capitalise on any mistakes. And heading on to the final lap now, you'll see I had nothing to attack with, so the top guy just went. Thankfully, I was nothing out to Afro Ninja behind, not to be attacked, but, still wish I could have challenged for the win when I really should have been winning the race anyway, but come across the line to get P3. I mean, I did stay in my good position. It's not actually a bad result in the grand scheme of things, but I know it could have been so much more, and yeah, very disappointing, but we'll move on to the next race, hopefully do better. Here are the results then. It is a big glitch. There's tripod finished P11, but it glitched into P1. However, my teammate Shimon does take home the win, with Steel Curtain and P2 and McLaren and me in P3. So, I did stay in my good position, but like I said, but I still think there was more and a lot to learn from with strategy, because I'd not ended up ruining my race, but I ruined Skullkiller, who finished down in P6 because he basically followed my strategy, as he's trusted my word really. But hopefully next race in Nevins next Wednesday will bring a better result, as I think I'm confident around that track, as I won in SRL the other day in the league. I haven't uploaded to YouTube, so I think I can pose a good threat for the race win. I will see you next time.